what's up YouTube? Midnitekrawlr here with a DVD update, Blu-ray update. Couple pickups, nothing very spectacular, but let's get on with the show. First up, Blu-ray, Blood: The Last Vampire. Pretty fun flick. I enjoyed it. Does have some CG monster in it, which I thought they could have done a little better job on, but it's a fun little flick. Next up, it's a four movie pack, Blu-ray from Dusk to Dawn collection. It's actually been years since I've seen Dusk to Dawn and really enjoyed it. I still have yet to see 2 and 3. I have seen them before, but I haven't checked these out yet. And it also comes with Full Tilt Boogie, which is like a making of featurette of Dusk to Dawn. So pretty interesting. I've not seen that. Next up is going to be Waxwork and Waxwork 2. Really enjoyed these flicks. Waxworks 2 was surprisingly very, very good. Had some great cameos in there, and highly recommend it if you have not seen it. Sorry about the glare. As you can see, I just moved into a new pad and have nothing set up. Just everything's pretty bare right here. Gonna get the artwork up and posters up very soon. Okay, but getting on to the next pickup, it's Botched, which is a very cool flick. Finally got it, unrated, uncut version. Some great gore, fun little flick, and it also stars Steven Dorff. All right, next up it's Shallow Ground, which I found very cheap on Amazon, and I gave this a try. It's released by the Screen Media Films, and they're not that great, at least the ones I've seen. But this flick wasn't too bad. It was actually watchable and intriguing, and it had some good gore in there as well. So if you get a chance, check out Shallow Ground. Disappointment right here, Cremains. Really enjoyed the trailer. It looked fucking awesome, and this is like 3 different stories, little tales that all are interwoven into one big tale. But man, it's really slow, and just the cheese is not even like worth it. It's just really disappointing flick. But there's a lot of TNA in here, so it makes up for it in other ways. Next up, it's Angel of Death, Ed Brubaker. I have yet to read any of his comics. I know he does Captain America and some other shit, but anyways, this is Zoe Bell, man. Zoe Bell from Death Proof, Xena, the extra. I mean the stunt queen, man. She's a cult icon as well. Man, she has a nice ass, man, and she like, man, that girl got some buns of steel, man. But this flick, it's just your basic, little mobster, like little gang flick. It's pretty cool, nothing too fucking awesome, but some good fight scenes, unrated and unedited. Yeah. All right, next up, in Sanitarium. This flick surprisingly was pretty badass, and you can get this very cheap on Amazon as well. Some good gore. And there's like some zombie action at the very end, which was like, whoa, or infected, But yeah, I highly recommend you guys check this out if you have not seen it in Sanitarium. It's some good fun, good cheese, some good gore in here. Pretty badass. All right, next up it's Dream Master, the Erotic Invader. Yeah. You'll never want to wake up. This is your basic 90s sleaze, but it's rated R, so you're not gonna get penetration, but it's probably like your old Skinamax, back in the 90s. I enjoyed it. It was very cheesy. The plot, it had to do a little sci-fi, just a touch of horror, but it was fun. It was a good Friday night flick with some beers, and yeah. Alright, next up, it's going to be Dead Pig. Unrated Director's Cut, but this is the 2-disc collector's edition. I had finally upgraded to this version, and I hooked up my boy Clay with the single disc version. It's just, I'm not gonna be an anal collector and need both versions. I'll hook up, my boy with one, and I'll keep this one. This is your 2-discer with your special features there. Love that scene, man, when she gets her fucking top ripped off with the water hose action. And there's your main feature right there. But yeah, so Dead Pit, but freaking awesome movie. Definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. Alright, Violent Shit 4.0, which is a badass flick. $9.99 limited edition, collector's edition. There is no number on the back though, so it's like, I don't know what number I got. But anyways, Andre Schnoz, man, fucking awesome flick. Gotta holler at my boy Florian. Package is on its way, brother, as I'm speaking. So yeah, he hooked me up with this a couple of weeks ago, and I finally saw it all. Loved it. Freaking awesome flick. Carl the Butcher. He's played by Andre Schnoz, and Axe is played by Timo Rose, who this written and directed by Andre Schnoz and Timo Rose. I've yet to see a Timo Rose flick other than this one, so I'm very stoked of learning about a new German director. Great flick. I really enjoyed it. Very cheesy, just freaking awesome. There's hot chicks, TNA. There's sperm sucking. There's all kinds of shit going on in this movie. It's violent shit for. There's disembowelments plenty, dismemberments, decapitations. Sodomizing. I'm just kidding. There's all kinds of shit. Some good shit. Awesome flick. Yeah, highly recommend it if you could score this. But holla at my boy Florian for sure. Say this Quay. The link will be down. The Burning fucking Moon, man. Yes, I finally scored this. I love Intervision releases. There they are. I'm gonna get all of them. I just love what they put out, and whether it be Sledgehammer, Things. I want to get that Jeffrey Dahmer flick. I'm gonna get that very soon, and I'm gonna get some of their sleeves as well. But anyway, Burning Moon, man. Olaf Ittenbach. More German splatter. So this is about a junkie. He's like fucking loser and shit. Fucking gets loaded on heroin, and then he fucking tells his sister 2 bedtime stories. One is about Julia. She meets the wrong dude, and dude ends up killing her family and shit. It's just insane. But the second story is fucking awesome. The last 10 minutes is like a hell sequence, which is just like an acid trip, and a badass trip actually, and it's just awesome. This music is just intense. They did a great job, Olaf Ittenbach, on that shot on video on the gem. It's a great flick, man. You gotta have this in your collection if you're like hardcore, horror. And Intervision did a great job. There's a reversible cover art, and I went with the old school one. This new one's badass, but man, finally got it. Shout out to RBLK4. She was gonna hook me up with a copy, and me, I fucking procrastinate. It takes me forever to score something sometimes, but I got it, and very happy. Love it.